Hello, everybody. Eric here on Wednesday, August 31st. That means it's time to look at the comic books that I picked up this week. And it's a mishmash of things. And we're just going to start with West of Sundown, issue 5 from Vault. Another very cool cover for this book that I have not read a single issue of yet. Really hope it's good since I'm 5 issues in, as far as money's concerned. Then we have Iron Fist issue 5 from Marvel Comics. This is the Alyssa Wong written Iron Fist series. And again, I'm so far behind, I haven't read any of these. But it's Alyssa Wong and it's Iron Fist, so I'm 99.9% sure it's going to be fantastic. That's it for normal floppies. You're saying, hey, you said there was a lot of stuff. Well, let's keep going. Amazing Fantasy number 1000 from Marvel. There were a whole bunch of different covers. This is the one I went with. And this just has a whole bunch of stories celebrating Spider-Man's anniversary. Amazing Fantasy 15. It's his first appearance. So, all sorts of stuff in there. Little square-bound book. And speaking of square-bound books, this is, I have to read this whole thing. Harley Quinn, the animated series, The Real Sidekicks of New Gotham Special. Whew, from DC Comics. So, I believe this is also a bunch of stories featuring different characters from Harley Quinn, the animated series. And it's written, if I'm not mistaken, by not just the writers of the Harley Quinn miniseries, Harley Quinn, the animated series, the Eat, Bang, Kill tour, but also some of these are written by writers of the show, the actual animated show. So I love the show. Hopefully this is just as good. The Eat, Bang, Kill tour comic has been really good. Let's go with this one. Vampirus Carmilla, issue 11 from Warrant. I had to find it. A Warrant magazine. For those of you who don't know, it's a black and white anthology horror magazine with all sorts of cool stuff in it. Different stories. Occasionally an article or something. So, good stuff. A throwback to eerie and creepy and all those magazines. Then we have Vampire Hunter D Omnibus number 2, book 2, from Dark Horse. And this is 3 more, I believe. Yes. The Vampire Hunter D Omnibus Book 2 collects volumes 4, 5, and 6 in the author's adventure horror series. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. Tale of the Dead Town, The Stuff of Dreams, and Pilgrimage of the Sacred and the Profane. So, prose, no pictures. Then, yeah, we're still going. We have Devil's Reign X-Men. This from Marvel, and this collects Devil's Reign X-Men 1 through 3 and Devil's Reign Winter Soldier one shot. So this ties into the Devil's Reign event that was written by Chip Zdarsky. Winter Soldier I like, X-Men, but it's part of the whole story, so I'm in. And then we have Devil's Reign Villains for Hire from Marvel. And this has Devil's Reign Villains for Hire 1 through 3 and Devil's Reign Moon Knight one shot. I really dig that cover. And as I mentioned last week, I'm very much looking forward to digging into the whole Devil's Reign thing. Then we have New Burn, Volume 1 by Chip Zdarsky and Jacob Phillips. This is from Image and collects New Burn 1 through 8. I don't know anything about it. I read about it when I ordered it, but it's by Chip Zdarsky, so that's a plus. And I do this so quickly when I get home that I just pulled these out of the bag that I was carrying them in. I haven't read the back of it. But I think it's a crime thing. I mean, that's what it looks like. But again, it's Chip Zdarsky, so I don't think I'm going to be disappointed. And then from last week, the thing I had to leave behind, Doctor Strange, Infinity War. This is Epic Collection Volume 10. That doesn't seem right. I swear it was Volume 5. But this has Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, 34 through 47. Annual number 2. Silver Surfer, number 67. And Spider-Man Doctor Strange, The Way to Dusty Death, which I believe was a graphic novel. Big fat volume of Doctor Strange. There you go. Picked that up. The DC came in, DC previews, the Marvel previews came in. Always exciting to look through those. And then I have one more thing that I picked up on a whim-ish. I'm trying to cut down on action figures and pops and all that kind of thing, but I couldn't pass this up. I mean, I could have, but I didn't. I chose not to. And I'm going to take this, I believe I'm going to take this out of the box. This is part of Funko Pop's comic covers series. And the box itself is actually there's not much to it because the figure is in a protective plastic case. And this is Moon Knight. So you got the Funko Pop standing there on his little base in front of Marvel Spotlight on the Moon Knight because you demanded it in non-stop solo action for the first time. And can you hear that? Plastic. So I am going to open this up and I have to find some place to put it. But I love Moon Knight. I thought this was pretty cool. That's it. That is all that I picked up this week. Seems like enough. Technically, I also picked up something that I already have. Because a whole bunch of stuff came in. And a bunch of it, I said, I know I have this, I have this, I have this, I have this. I didn't think I had one thing. But it turns out I do. So I'm debating whether to... I don't think I'm going to return it. I think I'm just going to give it to my nephew. Why not? He'll enjoy it. All right, that is it. You know what? I don't have a question for you. So we're going generic. Does any of this stuff catch your eye? What interests you in this bunch of stuff that I picked up this week? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put those in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. I don't know what we would spoil, so I haven't read any of this. And I doubt you have because it just came out. But if we are going to talk about spoilers, post a spoiler warning. We try to be polite here. Please like, share, and subscribe. All that, the YouTube stuff. And if you care to follow me on other social media, my Twitter is at Ronin5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, and fuzzy animals, is Eric Smith 5757. That's Eric with a K, ERIKSMITH 5757. That's all I have for you this week. So until next week, read more comic books.